Joe Comito, a win on a PDC stage, a win at the World Championships. Just sum up how you're feeling right now.
Oh, look, overwhelmed, to be honest, but I do believe in myself. I really do. The main thing was to prove to myself that I can do it up there. I know I can. I haven't done it before, and this was just... And once I got that first leg, then I completely settled, and the rest is history.
So you enter this tournament as the DPA #1. Is this the real Joe Comito? Is this the Joe that you've been waiting to display on a PDC stage?
100%. 100%. And that was my big goal. Like, I didn't perform in the Premier League. I performed on the DPA. I haven't performed... Well, I did it right last year, but I just wanted to prove to myself that I can. I know I can. I really do know I can.
And sum up that game then for us. Obviously, it's a tough game. Niko's a strong player, isn't he? He's had a great year in the PDC, and you've just beaten him 3-1.
See, I don't... Even when we're back at home, I don't look at draws. I don't look at stats. I don't look... The way I've grown up with brothers and pretty competitive person, I always think to be the best, you've got to beat the best. So I don't look at draws. People were telling me about what he's done and stuff like that, but to me it was just, I've got to beat him to go to the next person.
You've come off the back of potentially a tough time on the ANZ Premier League, but how did that big stage experience help you practice and get prepared for today?
Look at the smile on his face.
He asked me to say that one.
No, that did. That made me get over the stage presence. Look, I had a torrid time due to the amount of travel I did, but it actually accomplished what I set out to do, which was stage presence. Going up tonight, especially once I got that first leg, I settled right in. Even going up, I was fine. You look at 2 years ago, I was never like that.
Well, I bet it's made you more excited for not only the second round, but also when we come back next year to Wollongong. You must be buzzing to be back on a big stage.
Wollongong, 100% and everything. And hopefully next game will be exactly the same.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Joe, congratulations. The smile on your face says it all. And I remember speaking to you on World Series events, on Zooms and whatever, and you were so frustrated with yourself that you couldn't replicate your floor form on the TV. How frustrating has that been? And is it a massive relief now that you have?
People don't have no idea. Like people back home know I can play. They keep saying, just do it, but till you actually do it, it's just like in your head, I don't know how to explain. And this is, now I can relax. Like now it's, next game I can focus, no pressure, can go up there, like because I know I can play. That's the worst part. I know I can play.
What's changed?
I don't know, to be honest. I like to prove a point. One thing about me, I love when people say I can't do it. 4 or 5 years, like I've said to you before, 5 years ago, people rid me off. I averaged 58 in a grand final, and look at now, 5 years later, 4 years later, I've won a game on the World Championship. Now everyone's saying I can't play on this, and that just drives me. Like I heard Joe Cullen saying it when he's interviewed, and I'm exactly the same. I love when people doubt me. I hope more people doubt me.
We had Simon Whitlock, Damon Heta, Corey Cadby for a short time, and then it kind of dried up. Now, is this the splash that darts in the Oceanic region needed?
Well, I hope so with the Premier League as well. Like, you've got so many good... You got Tim Steele to come on Friday. You got Ray... Look, I can name 30 different players that are actually at that level. It's just... We've got the Premier League now. We've got ADA. We've got everything that's back in Australia. Hopefully now Australian people can show what... Because we do. On the floor, we do play well. It's just we haven't had that stage presence at the moment.
You touched on a few bits there. Obviously, we know that darts back home for you was fragmented for a while, but for the first time in a long time, it seems on the same page. The Premier League, the new tour, and everything. Is this the best time for darts in the Oceanic region?
I keep saying it back at home. If you're an 18-year-old kid that loves darts, this is your time. Like you've got so many opportunities with Junior World, with ANZ, with all the tours. If you love darts, this is the time to be in darts. Thank you.
Joe, congratulations on the win. You're talking about darts in the Oceanic region there. At the Lakeside the other week, all the New Zealand, Australian players, they were there supporting each other, and they were all talking about how important that support network is when you're so far away from home. I think Tim was in the crowd for you today. How important is that for you?
Oh, 100%. We all come when Hope's played. We all come when JT played, and if you look at my table, they were all there tonight. And when you're so far from home, you do need, and that's not just them. You had Greg, Doug, you had so many people like supporting him. When you're away from home, you do need that.
I mean, you talked about not being sure what's changed for you. Have you been doing anything differently, or is it literally just it's finally that stage is done?
I think I've practiced more since we've come here with Tim, but I think last year, because I did so well on the last weekend to be number one, I think this year I've been pretty consistent over the year, so I've sort of brought that into... And even when I played Gerwin at the thing, at the Wollongong, the legs against, I was throwing really well. It's just the legs I was walking, I just wasn't throwing well, so it was sort of... No, look, I'm a pretty confident person, and I'm glad I just did that.
Now that those little changes are working for you, is the aim to go out there and show what you can do on the ANZ Premier League stage, or is your priorities maybe the World Series and proving it against the best in the world? This is
it. The rest of it doesn't mean nothing. You ask any dart player. But don't get wrong, like I never grew up playing darts. I started when I was 21. Never thought I'd be at the Worlds. Never dreamed. Never even cared about the Worlds. Like, to me, I played because my dad played, and that was it. Now it's just like, let's see how far you can go. You're here now. You've won a game. To me, that's not good enough.
Are you a fan now? Do you watch now when you're not playing?
I watch religiously when Damo or one of the other boys play, because you sort of have an interest, further interest with it. But look, it's just gone huge, and that's what I say to the young kids back home. If you're really serious, this is the time. This is the time to be in darts.
Thank you. Best of luck.
Thank you.
G'day, Joe. As a fellow Aussie, mate, it's great to see you with the win. Talk me through that sort of the last set when Niko had those chances to close it out, and then he missed. Like, what's going through your mind then?
When I think it was 56 was my last shot before the 20. I've hit the 16, I think it was, whatever it was, and then I think I rushed the 40, and all in my head it was like, oh, you're gonna go to a fifth set because you did stupid things and rushed. And when he missed, it's like, come on, this is your chance. Like, try to forget. You also got to try to forget all that. And look, and to get it was just unreal.
And what was going through your mind when you just missed the big fish?
Oh, look, if you talk to Tim back when we were practicing this week, I've hit the ball so many times in our practice thing, and I was like, this is going in, and to miss it, it was like, nah.
And you touched on a little bit earlier about the sort of like travel nightmares. Like, I know it's a long flight over. I'm curious, like, when did you arrive? Like, do you have a lot of time just to sort of settle in, get over jet lag?
So we arrived on the 6th, only because of the fact when we booked, the draw wasn't out, so we didn't know when we were playing. Where you take out, and last year I played the first game, so we had to get in early. This year we would have had time, but you don't want to take that risk. And the first few nights I was, not that I was jet lagged, that I was just getting up early and going to bed a bit earlier than I normally do. But look, you can play tired. That doesn't affect you, I don't believe, anyway.
In terms of your walk-on song as well, is there a meaning behind that?
I actually changed it. That was my old walk-on song, so I'm going to have to change it for the next game. Through the Premier League, I had Hall of Fame. Normally, I just pick ones that, it's just a song.
Yeah, and do you have a message for all the supporters back home?
Oh, I'm glad I got you up for a reason. Everyone got up at 5:30. Everyone was messaging, yep, we set our alarm. And I just, I didn't want to disappoint myself and them, like especially my family and that. Like, they've been huge supporters, and I just didn't want. I don't like disappointing people.
Congrats, mate.
Thank you.